Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. My name is Anis Masurina binti Azhan. Today I will be presenting EPM321 Video Industry Survey. The public manufacturing company that I choose in semiconductor industries is Emulus Holdings Berhad, KESM Industries Berhad, and Globatronics Technology Berhad. So the first and foremost is we must know what is semiconductor. So a semiconductor is a material which act like an insulator but behave like conductor when it combined with other materials. Semiconductor is made from sand to silicon wafer before it undergoes several manufacturing processes to produce semiconductor as figure shown. This slide shows silicon wafer production. The step in wafer production is crystal growth, single crystal silicon ingot, crystal trimming and grinding, flat grinding, wafer slicing, edge rounding, lapping, wafer etching, polishing and cleaning, lastly wafer inspection. So in this slide, we will discuss the general description of manufacturing facilities in Emulus Holding Berhad. Okay, Emulus Holdings Berhad is founded in 2004 by a group of engineers who knew the secrets of ingredients to create lifelong success, which are patience and dreams. In pursuit their dream, they were challenged, undermined, and even rejected over again. However, their passion ran deep and their determination brought them to window of opportunity. Henceforth, Emulus has been designing and developing automatic test equipment ATE and the test and manufacturing instrument TMI for semiconductor industry since 2005 with their core value, which is be different, do not repeat what others done. Starting with the Avalanche architecture as the base of the development platform, they designed semiconductor testers for automated test equipment ATE market, focusing on discrete, power, linear and mixed signal semiconductor devices. For information, Emulus Holding Berhad is located at Bayan Lepas, Pulau Pinang. The recent products in past 2 years for Emulus in 2018, which is they are having premium screening of Moridaru. So, what is Moridaru? Moridaru is the first commercial software-driven product from Emulus. To be specific, Moridaru is the platform that encompasses a software framework with artificial intelligence capabilities. Moridaru integrates devices, data, process, and people. It then predicts the risk on the test production floor with it presets machine learning algorithm. Thus, it enables the engineers to interpret and decode massive amount of data they encounter daily on the production floor. Converting historical data and ongoing data analysis, Moridaru recognizes patterns that call for action. For example, imminent production downtown affected production yield. These data-driven actions will eventually lead to smarter factories. So the figure shown in this slide is the Emulus team's kickstart the premier screening of Moridaru. In 2019, Emulus launches the new product, which is AMB5600. So AMB5600 is the latest evolution in series with a complete range of DC, analog, digital, and RF testing all in one. It is not only multifunctional but also cost effective. So the features shows is the AMB5600 have high density power delivery, extreme parallelism capabilities, FPGA expansion and customization, multi-instant production software, TechFlow 3 debug and analyze, and Moridaro artificial intelligence. The diagram shows the AMB5600 test environment architecture. It is proven that the concept deployed using AI algorithm, the system monitors each of the device for a normalized with cross-domain synthesis and performs a recommended yield according to the products being measured over the time. In this slide, I will discuss about KESM Industri Berhad. KESM Industri Berhad has engaged in specialized electronic manufacturing activities since 1978. KESM Industri Berhad primary objective is in specialized electronic manufacturing activities and serves as subcontractor to electronic multinational corporation. In particular, it is in the business of providing burn-in services to the same semiconductor industry. KESM Group also provides electronic manufacturing services primarily to original equipment manufacturers, OEM, original design manufacturers, ODM, in the computing, industrial, communications, and consumer markets. KESM Industri Berhad commenced in burn-in business in 1978 in Kepong, Selangor Darul Ehsan. Due to rapid growth of business, it relocated from Kepang to Petaling Jaya, Selangor, where the operation remains today. KESM Industries Berhad is the largest independent burn-in and test service provider in Malaysia, serving the world's leading semiconductor manufacturers. Recent product and manufacturing activities of KESM is taken from the Bernama articles 12 January 2019. In the article, KESM Industri Berhad will be looking to upgrade existing plants in Kuala Lumpur and China into smart factories. The aim is to produce higher quality products for automotive industry. KESM CEO Samuel Lim Sin Su said the group will be shifting its focus to enhance the smart factories. The factories will be able to test more semiconductor, as the CEO said. The smart factories will go beyond the automation and they will also provide manufacturing information online. So the figures shown in this slide is the picture of CEO Samuel Lim Sin Su. The next is Globetronics Berhad. Globetronics Berhad is an investment holding company engaged in the assembly and testing of integrated circuits up to electronic products and chip carrier quartz crystal products. It also manufactures small outline component and lighting emitting diode component and modules, trade in electronics semiconductor component, assemble sensor and optical products. It also provides computer hardware and software, system solutions and consultations, as well as technical planning service. Globetronics is founded in 1991 by two ambitious entrepreneurs. Globetronics has grown rapidly over the last 20 years from one humble 20,000 square feet rented facility to 10 buildings covering more than 600,000 square feet with over 2,500 employees. The company serves semiconductor and electronic industries. It operates in Malaysia, Singapore, United States, and internationally. The company was founded in 1991 and is based in Bayan Lepas, Malaysia. The recent product and manufacturing activities of the Globetronics we take from the Star Online for November 2019. From the article, it shows that nowadays the smartphone sales are picking up from the research data. It shows that this will be the good news for component supplier Globetronics Technologies. The group chief executive officer Dr. Heng Hock Lee told Star Biz that although the global shipment of smartphone projected to grow at more moderate pace, new release plan for the next generation of high-tech sensors. Globotronics will be investing in high-precision tools and equipment to support the development because this leading-edge precision technology allow to integrate multiple components and sensor function into sensor system in package SIP. Globotronics also is the one of the company that makes component used in smartphone produced by Apple and INC. So the figures shows in this slide is the data analysis of the research data. By referring the figure shown in this slide, I will discuss the general manufacturing process of semiconductor. There are 10 steps in this slide. So the first step is design. In designing, they will establish design rules, circuit element design, interconnect routing, device simulation, and pattern preparations. The next step is wafer preparation. In wafer preparation, we have polysilicon refining, crystal pulling, wafer slicing and polishings, epitaxial silicon depositions. The next step is front-end process, which includes thermal oxidation, silicon nitride deposition, polysilicon deposition, and annealing. The fourth step is photolithography, which include photoresist coating process, exposure process. Next is ion implantation, which is well implant, channel implant, source strain implant. The next is etching, which is conductor etching, dielectric etching. The next step is cleaning, critical cleaning, photoresist strip, and pre-deposition clean. The next step is chemical vapor deposition, CVD dielectric, CVD tungsten, physical vapor depositions, and chamber cleaning. The ninth step is planarization, which is oxide planarization and metal planarization. The lastly is test and assembly, which is they use the electrical test probe, die cut and assembly, die attach, and wire bonding. The lastly is the final test before we sell the semiconductor products. In this slide, I will show you the comparisons of the three company that I choose, of the total capacity, 3 years average revenue, and 3 years average net profit margin. So from this table, it shows that the Globotronic has the higher profit margins, which is 58.66%. The question for me is, if you are given 10,000 to be written at the end of the semester, how would you do investment? So my answer is, if I will be given 10,000 to be written at the end of the semester, then I will first analyze my current financial status. As I am currently studying without any loan, so 10,000 ringgit is a huge amount for me with less time to invest in buying lands or for house for me to invest to get profit. So I will invest my money by freezing up my money, which is 10,000 ringgit in gold bar. But when we know, due to COVID-19 pandemic disease and the elections in US country, the price of gold bar declining tremendously, yet still growing. So due to this declining state, I will take this opportunity to freeze up my 10,000 ringgit by dividing into two categories in investing in gold bar, which is in physical gold bar and non-physical gold bar, which is I open my account for buying gold. So, but for me, I will prefer the physical gold bar as the amount of time being invested is too less. So, as we know that the gold bar price will eventually rise up to its peak starting in 2021, as shown in the news from Berita Harian, which is it shows that it proves that the price of gold bar will eventually rise at 350 ringgit per gram. So this will be good time for me to invest. So in this slide, I will show you how I invest my money in this gold bar. So I bought my gold bar on 3rd December 2020. So at that time, the approximate price I bought is for 1 gram is 256 ringgit. So with the money, I bought about 39 grams of gold bar. So the total that I will be paying for the gold bar is 9,984. So the balance of 60 ringgit, I'll just save it in my purse. So for the approximate month to be returned in early February is about, we approximate it for 1 gram for 300 ringgit for the minimum, and for maximum 1 gram for 350 grams. So from there, the profit that I will get for the minimum is 1,716. For the maximum profit that I may get is 3,666. With the